We were in the studio making like 3 to 4 like records that day, and you know, sometimes you just like don't have it. Sometimes it's not like hitting like that. So I was trying like the super trappy stuff, the super like LA sounding stuff, and nothing was working. So I think this was like song number 3 for me and Xian. For this one, I just decided not to think about the genre that I was doing. What's up? I'm Rated TG, and this is the beat breakdown for Something featuring Xian Bell and Leah Wrights.
No, I'm not the one to run game.
So one thing about me and my production that I use, that I'm learning to enjoy, is the fact that I've been an engineer for so many years for a lot of different artists. So as I'm building a beat, I'm EQing and you know, tweaking the sounds. So for that first sound that I added with the chords on with Isotope Iris, it sounded like it was piercing, like it had a very piercing sound to it. So I tried to wet it up and make it bigger. You know, I used the fruity reverb. Also put an EQ on it, trimming off the highs so it would get rid of that really like harsh sound, and treated it like a filter almost. And it still kind of has that harshness in it, but now like you can listen to it without like cringing. So now the second sound that I added after that was again the same plugin, Iris. And I just added like a lead melody to it because the chords just sounded very like boring to me playing that. So I wanted to add a little bit of character and some more movement in the song by adding a lead melody on top of that. So then the next sound after that that I added was an 808. At that time we were doing very like pretty melodies with hard-hitting drums and like heavy 808s. So that's the reason for that sound being next, was just to kind of like give us like some attitude and some bounce to it now. So with that, I added a compressor, and I also added a fast distortion just to kind of like dirty up that 808 sound that I have. So the next sound that I added was this really dope drum fill, and it's probably my favorite sound in the whole beat because it's so unorthodox, and I usually wouldn't use this kind of sound because it sounds very organic, and I wouldn't use that in a very like trappy digital drum kind of beat. So one of my favorite parts about working with an artist in the studio is creating the arrangement along with them. So for instance, with this one, I was able to export the beat from FL Studio, import it into Pro Tools, so I have all the stems tracked out. The artist, in this case Xian, gets in the studio or the booth and starts like mumbling you know, words, mumbling melodies. Words start coming out. I hear an arrangement and where he's going with it, and from there, since I have like the full like stems, I'm able to manipulate and, you know, take out certain sounds just to create like a better arrangement for the melodies that he's, you know, providing or that he's laying down. But yeah, that's about it. That's the beat breakdown. So let's check out the song.
Maybe this can be something. Yeah, maybe this can be something. Maybe this can be something. Yeah, no, I'm not the one to come on strong, but you've been on my mind like all day long. No, I'm not the one to run game on. I just need somebody I can call my own. No, I'm not the one to come on strong.